Hello, everybody, and welcome back. What is happening in the WNBA is wild. You have WNBA fans that complained for years that the WNBA is not relevant enough, people don't take it seriously enough, it doesn't make enough money, there's not enough ratings, there's not enough people coming into watching the games, and for the first time ever, you have so much hype behind the player, Caitlin Clark, coming into the WNBA. Even I want to watch the WNBA now. Never had interest before, ever. You have Caitlin Clark coming in. You haven't had that much hype for a league since when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were in the NBA. And the WNBA is still unhappy. Now, I'm not trying to take shots at Angel Reese, but Angel Reese said that people don't only watch the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark, they also watch the WNBA because of her. And my question is, who are you trying to convince? Are you trying to convince yourself, or, do the people not know why they're watching? I've never heard players like LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan make that claim. All right, that claim sounds more of a Patrick Beverley kind of claim. The way the players are treating Caitlin Clark is disgusting, and I'll tell you why. Because yes, WNBA is a rough sport. You can make that argument. It happens all the time. Welcome to the league kind of thing. This happened to Michael Jordan. I get it. But not only are they roughing up Caitlin Clark, they're cheering when it happens. It's like they're going out of their way intentionally to do it, fine. But then how about her own teammates? Why aren't Caitlin Clark's teammates stepping up and getting her back? In 2024, today, people are not excited for Caitlin Clark because she's white. They're excited for Caitlin Clark because she's a star player. She brings the relevancy to the WNBA that the WNBA deserves. Think about it. Caitlin Clark is said to be the next Steph Curry. When Steph Curry came into the league, he completely changed the league. He made the league more exciting. He changed the league. Okay? If this was a black and white thing, then LeBron James wouldn't have been the face of the NBA for the last 20 years. Again, for the first time in my life, I am interested in watching the WNBA. I haven't had interest before. Honestly, I don't even have time. I barely have enough time to watch the NBA. I have no time for the NFL, NHL, MLB, nothing. But I really will go out of my way to watch the WNBA. Again, she seems like she's the next Steph Curry, and it's exciting. But because of all this pettiness and this drama, I'm starting to lose interest, honestly. Especially because Caitlin Clark was excluded from the USA team. Are you kidding me? The first overall pick. You've never had this much hype around a player ever. Now, the argument is, it's because she didn't earn it. Are you kidding me? Of course she earned it. Her averages are, she's averaging very good numbers. Okay, she has flaws, but she's a rookie. She'll grow. I mean, I thought this is what this was all about, to make the WNBA relevant. Okay? You know how international, what a global market basketball is? If she's on Team USA, you know how many fans across the world you're going to get just for Caitlin Clark, and that will transition to liking other players and other teams. So, I thought it was about relevancy, putting the WNBA on the map. Who cares who does it? And because of pettiness, you're leaving her out? Oh man, this is such a shame, honestly. This is such a shame. And you can look at the 92 Dream Team. Did Christian Laettner, was he qualified to play with those guys? Are you kidding? Did you see that roster? Hence the Dream Team. And then, I don't know where Christian Laettner, but they put him in there because he was a college prospect. It was for hype and attention. Also look at Linsanity, Jeremy Lin. Linsanity, he was a bench warmer. He came out of nowhere, and he only got to play because most of the Knicks were injured. He comes out, we have the Linsanity, and it was too late, but they forced him in anyway into All-Star Weekend and the rookie versus sophomore game because of all the hype for ratings, to get global attention, to get national attention for the NBA. Caitlin Clark brings ratings to the WNBA that they wouldn't have seen without her until 2029. In 2022 to 2023, the WNBA grew 40%. Caitlin Clark comes in, they grow 200%. Let's say that people are only interested in watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark being white. That's still a good thing. Now, let me explain why. When I was a kid, when I was in 7th grade, I was 12, 13 years old. Every day after school, I'd come home and my older sister would watch TRL. Now, I didn't really have a music identity just yet. I was only really starting to listen to all sorts of different kinds of music. So my sister was obsessed with Insane Backstreet Boys. That's why she watched TRL, and they were ruling that show. They were always in second and first place, switching. And out of nowhere, one day, they premiered the debut of Eminem, Hi, My Name Is. Okay, out of nowhere. I'm like, what is this music? Who is this guy? I completely wasn't familiar with rap. And I was like, oh, this is funny. This is catchy. Ha ha ha. After that, he disappears a little bit. Again, I'm in seventh grade. I don't really have access to purchase an Eminem album and to hear all the gossip and whatever. And it was the second album that really made him the superstar that he is anyway. But then a little after that, on TRL, what debuts is Forget About Dre, featuring Eminem, Dr. Dre and Eminem. Because I had interest in Eminem's music, I was like, oh, who's this Dr. Dre guy? I like his music too. Next thing you know, I get introduced to Snoop Dogg with Still Dre. And then, all these other artists, 50 Cent years later, and so on and so on. Okay? So, and this is the same thing with the WNBA. Okay, so people that are watching the WNBA for only Caitlin Clark for being white, eventually they're going to say, oh, I like this player, I like that player, I like this team, I like that team. Right? So the point is that we need a way to get the fans the foot in the door. So what's it matter the way, why does it even matter how it happens?